Good evening, everyone. High school playoff football, back where it belongs. Joe Walsh Stadium on the campus of North Andover High School. And here on NA Camp Sports, we're glad you can join us. It's the North Andover Scarlet Knights against the Winchester Red and Black. The Scarlet Knights are 5-2 on the season. Winchester, impressive 7-1. This is an MIAA Division II football round of 16 matchup. The winner will advance next week to the round of 8 or the quarterfinals, most likely against number 1 ranked and undefeated King Phillips out of Rentham. The losing team tonight will probably have a non-playoff game a week from today. It may or may not be a home game, whether it's here in North Andover or Winchester. North Andover is hosting this game as the number 8 seed due to their huge performance last week in Tewksbury, 43-20 victory. North Andover was great on both sides of the ball. They created, it was a turnover fest. They created so many turnovers. Winchester had an impressive victory of their own last week against Lexington. Their offense was unstoppable. George Nelson returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And Winchester has the best player on the field. Believe it or not, it's the kicker, Kieran Core. Our NA Camp Sports cameras will have a challenge keeping his kicks in camera range. Winchester was seeded number 8 going into last week's action, but North Andover overcame them based on Tewksbury being the stronger ranked opponent than Lexington. North Andover is hosting their first playoff game since 2019. They just missed the playoffs last year. They played on the road in Natick in 2021. Winchester, remarkable turnaround this year. They are 7-1. They were 3-8 last year and had a similar record in 2021. So they haven't made the playoffs in quite a while. It's going to be, I'm going to say, the first taste of high school playoff football for North Andover's kicker, Camden Bethel. Jake O'Neill and Jake Salfrank may have had some playoff experience 2 years ago in Natick, but other than that, I don't think any other players on the field have high school playoff experience. So it's going to be a new experience. Believe it or not, I'm Coach Baggs from the track team. I'm North Andover's discus friend. This is my first playoff game as a spectator, coach, player, announcer. I've never been to one, so this will be a first for me. I am pumped and jacked. I haven't seen North Andover's not on the field yet. The choir's on the field, ready to sing. I kind of see the Winchester sideline in the background. It's, I'm going to say, the first playoff experience for a lot of our NA Cam Sports crew. Nick Kissel, Evan Zimmer, Max Clisby, Jackson Ziegler, Ryan Farrell. Nick Maxwell, our new NA Cam employee from Somerville. He's had some playoff experience. He's a local cable TV veteran. And he joins us at NA Cam, so welcome, Nick. So North Andover coaches just walked onto the field. Here comes the Scarlet Knights. Scarlet Knights have to be impressed with themselves based on that performance in Tewksbury. They went with 5 defensive linemen, I think, most of the way, and to stop Tewksbury's running attack. I was told they did that a little bit in Billerica. They might do that a little bit tonight. Going to wait for the coin flip.
Not big enough.
The Winchester team pretty big squad, 57 players, 21 seniors, 14 juniors, 22 sophomores. So 2 years from now, they could have a formidable team like they do this year. North Andover, just 46 players on their roster, 12 seniors, 20 juniors, and 14 sophomores. So this is my first high school playoff game. This is my first high school playoff veteran. Ray Ahern is with me. My volume is too loud. I don't think we have control of that. Right here, it might be in
mine is blowing my eardrums out.
So you might have to go to the room next door. Here go the captains.
Call your attention to midfield.
Here come
Where the captains
Scarlet
will
Knights.
participate in tonight's coin
Co-captains,
toss.
22, 34, 54, 9, Sal Frank, and a fifth co-captain, 66, Mike Comerford. Call the toss. I'm going to go see if I can get these.
He's the left guard, Mike Comerford. Photographers at half midfield. North Andover only had 7 games. Their first game of the season against Drake was canceled. That game being canceled could make the difference for North Andover hosting this game. Could easily have been hosted by Winchester. 22 teams in MIAA Division II football. 16 made the playoffs. Just 16 had the required 3 wins. Chelmsford, one of the teams on the outside, they had quarterback injury.
Both teams are healthy. No injuries to speak of. Says much better.
The Keegan Gilday, who was out at the beginning of the year, still out. Josh Gahada, linebacker, out for the year. Told me he'll be back for spring track.
Yes. No recent injuries in the last game.
No,
anyway.
no. The weather, look, it's kind of chilly outside. Nice and warm in this booth.
It is. And there's a wind. You can see it's like 15 miles an hour. You see the flag furling there.
I was out on the
nicely.
field. It wasn't that strong, but it's coming from right to left, kind of towards
Yes.
the right,
diagonally across the field.
from the right side of the end zone there, the far end zone.
It's from the end zone corner to the opposite side of the field, 50-yard line. So it sort of splits half of the field into pie shapes.
Ray, you were announcing last week's game against Tewksbury. Scarlet Knights were impressive.
Yes, it was my announcing. It inspired them to see a friendly face in the booth. What a pleasure that was. Tewksbury's a wonderful town, and their athletic facility and all of their facilities is just incredible. You think of Tewksbury, I think of Tewksbury as a little town between here and there, but they've got it happening. They have a beautiful library.
Like North Andover, I think their high school is newer than this facility.
Yes, yeah. They have a brand new middle school that looks like a high school. And they have a gymnasium that's 6 stories high that has a grass roof, so they can work out on grass.
Yeah, that's where their high school track is. We're about ready for the national anthem. Sarah Durkin, the
my first
choir
cough
director.
of 10 years. My first cough in 10 years. Must be Gluck.
Hope it's not your last one.
I hope it's my last one. You got some water and some Palmolive.
Yeah.
That should help. Here we are. This is always great. We watched the playoffs. 56, getting it on there. Mike Comerford, feeling it.
Defensive lineman, sophomore, Big Al, Alex Phillips was in the choir. He sang the national anthem
Yes,
with
that
his
was great.
with his wrists taped, and now he's ready to
Yeah.
play his first high school playoff game. Also a great shot putter and discus thrower on the track team is Alex Phillips.
There you go. Drew Fitzgerald looks relaxed. He has one long black sock on his left foot. Left leg. And the right leg is without sock.
Jake Southrank has the matching right leg.
There you go.
It looks like Winchester will receive the first half kickoff, going from left to right there in the white uniforms, and North Andover in the home black. Both schools red and black.
Yes, a lot in common.
Again, Winchester returned their opening kickoff last week for a touchdown. I'm sure George Wilson is back there, number 5. Track star, 100-meter qualified for Division II states. I think he came in 11th in the 100-meter dash. Both North Andover and Winchester, Division II track as well.
It's a it would have been more drama to have Kieran Core, who's the best punter kicker in the country.
Squib kick, 26. He found some room.
Right away.
Ted Budretsky, the sophomore. Tons of sophomores on this roster. With a few of them start. Ball will be on the 46-yard line.
5'10", 180.
That squib kick didn't quite work as well as maybe North Andover had hoped. North Andover they have the 4 defensive linemen in to start. They had Jake O'Neill playing defensive line as a 5th defensive lineman last week in Tewksbury. Alonix Abreu back in linebacker with Charlie Finn and Thomas Bosang. Number 10, Harry Lowenstein, their throwing quarterback. There's a little screen pass too high.
Oh, incomplete pass. It was 3 or 4 feet too high. It was a little nervous in getting his distance gauging there on that first throw.
That was Ben Wilson, the senior captain, who couldn't jump up high enough. 2nd and 10. So number 10 is kind of their throwing quarterback, Harry Lowenstein. He's a senior captain. You can kind of see he's not very big, so in more obvious running situations they have other. Here's Doucette, off tackle. Found a nice room, off tackle. He's first down and more. He's out of bounds at the North Andover 30. What a 25-yard gain.
Just popped it through there.
Doucette is...
Good blocking by Winchester on that side.
Their offensive line blocks a lot like North Andover. That's number 5. Penalty on the play. That was about a 5-yard gain. That's George Nelson, the track star. I think I overheard someone say holding. Holding Winchester. There's a break for North Andover.
Nelson is a senior for Winchester. What are his events?
He's a sprinter, 100-meter, 200-meter, 4x1 relay.
I asked the coach who was his most improved player, and he said George Nelson.
He had a great first quarter. I saw some of the game against Lexington. He returned the opening kickoff. He had a reception. He hurdled a tackler.
Winchester will repeat first down. It is 1st and 20.
The most highly recruited player on the team, however, is Kieran Core, who's got his initial acceptance letter from Harvard.
First and about 20.
When you
Receivers
see
out
him
right.
Punting kick field.
That's intercepted. Zach Walensky.
Incredible. It's not Jackson who does it. It's Walensky.
That looked like a zone coverage from North Andover. He threw it into traffic. Kind of underthrew the receiver, but you can see
Lowenstein was the quarterback.
was that Jake Jackson behind.
Ball's on the 20-yard line.
It was Walensky behind the receiver. Not very big break for North Andover there.
Yes.
North Andover will have it at the 20.
Number 2, Matthew Fitzgerald.
One is a deep safety.
There's a jet sweep.
Handoff.
McNaught.
Michael McNaught is the
Couple
back.
yards.
Knox makes a few, 2 or 3 yards, tackled by 1 and 10. One was the
Tackle by number 4,
deep,
Ben Wilson.
strong safety.
Joe Guida is the only Winchester plays the one safety. They have three defensive linemen typically, and 3 linebackers, and the safety is up pretty close. That's
The Winchester coach, I grew up in Beverly, and he grew up in Danvers. He went to Holy Cross.
There's the Walensky play down the middle. They pull the right guard and right tackle. Going to be second and long 3.
Tackle by number 18, Bonacchio.
Here's the replay.
Gain 3 on the play. It is third
Number
and
23,
4.
Doucette, the outside linebacker, went into the backfield. He got blocked by the pulling guard, I assume. Here we go, big play here, early going, 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Under center. Pitch wide.
Sweep to Walensky. He's got the first down.
Walensky, yes.
Still going.
Tackle
And
number 1,
the defense played him to run very wide, and most of the time he cuts up.
Yeah, he sets up his blocks nicely. He
Yes.
gets the defense to over pursue.
Yeah, and through he comes up through the tackle.
He wasn't
box.
waiting for his blockers. He went right. He saw the hole between his 2 blockers. He said, "I'm not waiting for you guys."
McNaught will try to run to the corner. Walensky never runs to the corner. He turns it up as soon as possible, which is good. You always want to be north and south, if you can.
Single wing formation to McNaught. Oh, double handoff.
Double handoff. Oh,
They almost fumbled that.
yeah.
Is that Charlie Finn on the carry?
The
2-yard loss, 1-yard loss.
Coach Dubzinski must have borrowed that from the playbook of Tewksbury, because that was what they wanted to do as a trickeration.
North Andover going more to this jumbo package. No wide receiver, a few, and Charlie Finn comes in at fullback or as the single wing. And Charlie Finn's been getting some unbelievable blocks. Pass. Oh, nice pass.
Beautiful.
About a
Covered
10-yard gain.
Covered by 4 defenders, zone coverage, but still found an open space to sit down in.
He threaded the needle there to Jake
Yes.
Salfrank.
Yeah. He just went downfield on his patent, turned into an open space, and put his hands up.
Ball needed to have some mustard on it, and it did to
Yes.
get in that window.
Yeah.
That's a good sign for the Scarlet Knights. First pass completed for
Well,
good yardage.
The quarterback Fitzgerald he's really improved week by week now.
It's McNaught again.
Number 34, Michael McNaught.
Nice
is the
pursuit
back.
by
Yeah.
Winchester.
Winchester with three defenders and then 3 more defenders.
Brought down by number 71, Charlie
They have
Oswald.
some speedy and aggressive, or they attack the ball, the outside linebackers, and they have the kind of like the 4th linebacker since they just have the 1 safety.
Gaining 2 on the play. It is 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Walensky off
really
tackle.
high snap.
Oh, little hesitation.
Yeah, he was looking for that hole. He was waiting for the blocking to develop and get him a hole right off tackle, but it never materialized. So he was forced to do what he wouldn't want to do, is head towards the sideline.
3rd down and 6. North Andover has to get to the Winchester 45-yard line for the first down. Same offensive line for North Andover. Michael Phelps at right tackle. Nick Ottaviani at right guard. I think it's David Cooperstein, Ethan Cooperstein. Ethan Cooperstein the center. And Mike Comerford and Jake O'Neill on the left side of the North Andover line.
Blitz.
Long pass, he's open.
Oh,
Oh, he threw it back shoulder. McNaught was hoping to get it front
Yeah,
shoulder.
yeah.
We're punting.
Too bad.
It is 4th and 6.
The varsity basketball player, Cam Bethel,
Cam
back
Bethel's
to
back
punt.
Scarlet Knights. Back to return for Winchester's number 5, George Nelson.
Bethel has really improved this year.
Number
He's
28, Gianni DiPrimo.
Playing wide receiver more.
yes, and his kicking has improved as well. He's a very noticeable player, and I think he's grown a couple of inches as well.
Got a little running start. That's, I think, number 28. DiPrimo. Gianni DiPrimo, another one of those Winchester sophomores.
De Premio. 5'9", 165 pounds.
Will have the ball at about the 30-yard line.
DiPrimo is brought down by number 65, Nick Ottaviani.
Winchester coach Wally Dembowski, North Andover coach John Dubzinski. I don't think they're from County Cork, Ray.
Apparently not. Although the punter-kicker, who's a nationally recruited player on this team, Kieran Kaur, is from County Cork, he
There you
told
go.
me.
Can't have a football game at Walsh Stadium without a County Cork native. Nice tackle there. Abreu finishing that tackle. Was that Charlie Finn in there? About a 1 or 2 yard gain.
Ronan O'Connell.
They got the running quarterback in, Ronan O'Connell, sophomore.
So we're down to a little over 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Neither team has scored.
Winchester doesn't often huddle. They get the play from the sideline.
Number five.
Alonix Abreu, linebacker.
He's
Bosang blitzing.
just missed him. Pile driving forward.
Was that
23, Ryan Doucette. French.
that was Liam Toland who hit him in the backfield, couldn't wrap him up.
First down to play.
Be first down.
Good play by Tolman.
Here he was blocked by number 54, Brogan Salvietti. That's why he couldn't wrap him up. First and 10 on the 40-yard line. 5 minutes, 20.
Salvietti, 5'8", 210. Up,
Doucette.
cut back.
Is that Bosang again? It is, for middle linebacker. No, excuse me, Charlie Finn, number 6.
Swarmed under.
North Andover does a great job stopping the run when they have the linebackers blitz into the gaps. Here comes the 5 defensive line package. O'Neill in for Abreu.
It's 2nd and 8.
Number 16, Jax.
So there's 5 defensive linemen, just 2 linebackers. North Andover, I think, usually plays zone out of this, but we'll see if they do that. Changing the strong side of the field. Changing the play, looking to the sideline.
Centarelli in there as a running back is a co-captain.
There's O'Connell. Nice gain, maybe 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and long 2, short 3.
Ronan O'Connell. A lot of Irish names on this list here.
Again, he's the
Sophomore.
mostly the running quarterback. Lowenstein might be the throwing quarterback. Or do we have that reversed? Here's Centarelli. Centarelli's
the
now
runner.
now a quarterback. He's usually the tight end.
Yeah. Lowenstein is, the coach told me Lowenstein's the passer, Centarelli's the runner, and Ronan O'Connell, the sophomore, does both well.
Yeah.
Needs more experience.
3rd and 3.
Getting it. So,
Centarelli keeps it. It'll be a first down.
yeah.
He's the biggest and certainly the tallest
Yes.
of the running backs.
Yeah, he's also bulky as well, so it looks like a
No,
a
they're short.
fullback. Wow.
The referee on the near side of the field
That's
was giving him the
surprising.
first down. The referee on the far side of the field prevailed.
Stripe on stripe disagreement.
Winchester going for it. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left, first quarter.
Doucette in there. With Santarelli.
Just one wide receiver going under center.
Oh, quarterback sneak and has it easily. 2-3 yards anyway.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Offensive line, pretty big. I'm going to go with the Goldilocks offensive line for Winchester. Not too big, not too small, just right.
Just right.
They have some athleticism so they can pull.
They probably spend a lot of time in downtown Winchester getting just right.
Yeah. Number 4 in motion. He gets the ball. That's a lateral.
Yes. Very low pass. He made a nice
short gain. Was
athletic
that
play.
Nick Knott, who couldn't come up with a
Catch it
tackle
up.
in the backfield?
Sue.
So this offensive defensive matchup pretty even so far.
Yes.
Connell's still in there. Number 12. Doucette is in the backfield.
The center is Ryan Azara. He's 5'11", 238.
Senior.
Center. That's 238 is good to run behind on a quarterback sneak.
I remember I used to be 238. Here's Doucette.
Ryan Doucette is the ball carrier.
Oh, driven back. North Andover is playing like they're not vociferous, but they look determined. They're under control, but focused.
Can they have the 5 defensive linemen? The offensive lineman, Jake O'Neill, playing 2 ways here. It's Sal Frank, Toland, Phillips, O'Neill, Perdomo. Quite a few shot putters on that defensive line. I count 3. It's 3rd and 7 yards to go.
Back to pass.
Long pass. Nelson wasn't open when that ball was thrown, but he ran past the defensive back. That was a lot closer than I originally thought.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was well overthrown when it came out of the quarterback's hand, but
You kind of see George Nelson, the sprinter, running by. That's Sebastian Hunter, number 7. I believe he's in zone defense there. Here's your kicker from County Cork, Ray. Is that him?
yes, he's tall. Look at how tall and thin he is. He's 6'4", I think.
He's going with the Sox this week. Maybe it wasn't as cold last week. Again, that ball is out of camera range. I think he kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah.
He kicked it way out of bounds.
Yeah, that's surprising.
25-yard line for North Andover.
I think he missed that almost entirely. Must have been thinking about something I said to him.
Second series for North Andover.
Kieran Core. Punting.
At the end of this first quarter, we'll have our fall sports update. Some championship seasons to talk about, and some other seasons that's still ongoing.
And at halftime, I'll run through some of my favorite teams that used to be small towns and now are ranked in the top 20 and are in the playoffs.
Smolinski, stutter step. The Winchester defensive line and the linebackers defending North Andover pretty well on these running plays.
North Andover, the coach, is playing this really conservatively. He's holding these guys back, maybe till the second half.
That defensive line, number 55, is Parker Nagtagal. Aiden Austin, the shot putter, sophomore, 72. 53, Jake Tempesta. I like to look at the outside linebacker on the outside, Alex Mill. So there you go, end of the first quarter. No score. No one being close to scoring.
Yes. Yep. Nothing in the red zone for either team.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for North Andover to start this second quarter.
So we have a 71. He's in the huddle at the moment.
He's a water boy. I'm not sure who he is.
Okay.
Come get the best hot dogs, pretzels, popcorn, pizza, candy, and drinks that you can ever get.
the fall sports update. Let's start with the golf team. MVC Division I regular season champs. They were Division I North champions. I think a big upset, a big 4 under par performance by Cooper Marr. They were tied for 9th in Division I state championships. Brendan Burke, MVC Player of the Year. Dylan Lawrence, Callie Diaz, Trey Sheehy also part of that team. Co-ed swim team is undefeated in the regular season, and they were MVC co-ed champions. Hannah Wazarek is the one name I recognize as a great swimmer on that team. Girls cross country team MVC champions in resounding fashion. Regular season champs as well. They're going to run for the state championship a week from Saturday. Here we go, second quarter. 2nd and 7 North Andover. We'll finish this fall sports update as time permits.
Fitz, back 7 yards. Handoff.
Walensky has it. Not much there.
Bread and butter, simple play. Run that again and again. He's coming over to see Coach Dobzinski for a play. Yep, got it. Sounds good.
Well, number 30, Brian Harrison, and number 7.
Number 30, the middle linebacker in on that tackle, Brian Harrison.
Game 2 play is 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Outside linebackers changed size. I think North Andover was going to call a timeout. Girls cross-country team was led by Gabby Hardy. Nicole Kroon had a great race. Luna Prochaskova, Hannah Shea, my best friend, Maddie Kennedy, Carly Peterson, Maddie Wolf. North Andover had 5 runners in the top 7. 5 of their 7 runners are underclassmen. So girls cross-country team has a bright future. Boys cross-country team was maybe a disappointing 2nd at the conference championship. Dylan Coney was the top North Andover runner, finishing 3rd. 4 of North Andover's top runners are underclassmen. Emmett LaRosa had a great race. Josh Pelletier, Luke McGilvery, Ben Katzev, Trevor Wataker, Nick Flores-Gueros round out the North Andover cross-country squad. Brogan Zwingy was a JV cross-country champion. I think one of the younger LaRosa, I don't remember his first name, won the freshman race. Here we go, 3rd and 5.
The play resumes with his 3rd and 5, Scarlet Knights.
Key first.
Walensky out wide here. He's in the slot, if you will, of the 3. He heads.
It's over
down
to Jackson. Couldn't get to the ball. That was Ben.
Jake Jackson, the wide receiver there.
Ben Wilson defending for the captain for Winchester.
Nicely thrown. It wasn't a bad pass. It was just defended.
Jackson was the taller. If he was on a spot where he could jump for it. It's 4th and 5.
4th and 5. Punting. Bethel.
DePremio and I'm not sure who else is back. Is that George Wilson?
Well,
George Nelson, excuse me, George Nelson.
Let's see how he compares with the nation's top punter. Bethel gets off.
That is Nelson.
Nice kick. Yeah, Nelson is fast. Short-legged, good strides.
I think that was Jake O'Neill who got him down. North Andover shortening their bench, playing some starters on special teams now that it's playoff season.
Yes. Coach has a progression of things during the season. Every game is part of a progression for one of many different things.
3rd possession for Winchester. They have good field position on their 48-yard line. Again, they're always in field goal range, it seems, or so I hear.
11 minutes in the 2nd, and no one has scored.
4 defensive linemen now for North Andover. Abreu back in at linebacker. Doucette.
Number 23, Ryan Doucette is the ball.
Going between the guard and the tackle, about 5 yards. Number 63, Ryan Azara, fired up after that play.
2nd and 5.
Doucette was brought down by number 50, John.
Little pancake by number 54, Brogan Salvietti on that play.
Dylan Keogh is in as a wide receiver for Winchester. The red and black.
I think he has a twin brother, Bronner Keogh, on this team.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, nice oh, almost North Andover cornerback almost came up with that interception.
Yeah.
Was that McNaught over there?
He was heading for a 65-yard touchdown before he got the ball.
Your first down for Winchester.
60 anyway.
The fifth defensive lineman, O'Neill, comes in for North Andover. Abreu out.
But Reski is on the far side. He's the farthest receiver.
Doucette has the ball.
Doucette again. Doucette is the carrier.
The throwing quarterback, number 10, Harry Lowenstein, is senior captain back in the game for Winchester.
Doucette's a senior, 5'10", 175.
Plays both ways. Plays outside linebacker as well. That was Hunter, Sebastian Hunter in on that tackle.
Joe McCabe in there. Joe's listed at 6 feet.
There's a gain of 2 in the play.
Second and 8. I don't know if you can hear our public address announcer, Michael Arenza. Back to Doucette.
Doucette is wrapped up.
Charlie Finn in the backfield.
Charlie Finn blitzing through, unblocked.
When Bosang, number 10, and Finn, number 6, the two interior linebackers, they blitz or they hit the open spots, North Andover stops to run very effectively.
Nice camera work to catch that. I'm looking at the replay now for the first time tonight. It was in a little too tight to see where the defender was coming from.
Abreu, the linebacker, number 5, back in for North Andover.
Good to include both lines at all times.
Finn blitzing up the middle. Is that 26 with the ball? DePremio. Oh, he broke
fast.
tackle.
He is fast. He's
gone. Is that number 28, Gianni DePremio?
Just shook off an arm tackle. Not much of a tackle. Reaching out for him. You're right. It's DePremio.
Or is it 26?
Well,
Ted Budrensky is number 26.
So let's see.
That was an over 30-yard touchdown pass.
Getting, yeah.
It was 26. Budrensky, sophomore, wide receiver.
I think Budrisky is the person who took the opening kickoff, perhaps?
George Nelson is usually back on the kickoff. Maybe he's back for
Yeah.
punts. Kick is good. 7-0.
So Winchester scores. Used to be called the Sachems. Now known as the Red and Black. The Red and Black.
So that's the first big play on offense for either team. Boys soccer team is still alive, Ray. And by the way, boys soccer team will be in Winchester on Monday, going against the Red and Black. They are not the favorites.
Have you been to Winchester for soccer?
I have not.
Not that far. I was in Winchester recently. Their home games, they play at Knowlton, which is next to, I think, a middle school. Right on the edge of a neighborhood. There's not much parking there.
Your Irish friend Kieran Core used to be a soccer player. Too bad the MIA rules don't let you kick for the football team and play soccer at the same time.
Is that right?
And you can't. It was one sport per season.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
See if our cameraman can keep this football in focus here.
Wow. No, that's a kickoff.
Beyond the end zone.
Yeah. Still in high school, beyond the end zone. No, 10 yards beyond the end zone. Beyond the back line of the end zone.
Third possession for North Andover. They'll take over on the 20. 8 minutes, 26 seconds left in the second quarter. I'm told DJ Sturdivant over the middle school tells me that the middle school cross-country team is going to Devens tomorrow for the Massachusetts Middle School State Championship meet. Boys are
All right.
undefeated in the regular season. Girls only have one loss. Guess we won't tell you how that turns out unless...
Walensky with the ball, cuts back, comes right back into the middle of the field. Unusual for him. He usually just veers away from the middle of the field.
That was their best run of the game so far. Pulling guard and tackle. Number 16, Centarelli on defense.
8 minutes.
Oh, it's 18. 18, no,
8
not
minutes
defense.
left in
Bronner
the
Keel.
second quarter. This is a series he may open some things up. Put in 1 or 2 extra plays.
It says fourth down on the marker, but it's really second down in about
We have
3.
3 wide on the far side.
Back to Walensky.
Walensky
Carbon copy, the same play other side.
gets outside of the tackle, squares up his pads to the defense,
Ball's
and
on the
just
35-yard line.
then moves forward.
According to the Eagle Tribune, he had 982 yards rushing this season, so he's very close to 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
He
Well,
he'll be.
he should have the quantity 18 by halftime, I would think.
He's well on his way to 1,000 points in basketball as well. Out to McNaught, get one man to beat, juked him
He
to
does
the.
beat him, and he's by the other defender down the sideline.
Nice move to the inside.
The red and black 42, although he's farting it on the 40. Well, depending.
Here's the replay. You see the end of it here. That was that one person to beat, and McNaught
He did
ran
go
quite a bit before he met any other Winchester defenders.
Went
Nice response for North Andover.
out of the 40, yes. Yeah. I think they're starting to feel it. The other team has scored, and now you have to respond.
2 wide receivers in there. Back to Walensky down the middle. He reaches forward, see what kind of spot they give him. He's going to give him 5 yards.
Yeah, pretty much right on.
Here's the replay. Nice blocking down the middle, a pulling guard. Only gave him 4 yards.
2nd and 6. 6 minutes, 30 seconds.
Here's the
Walensky again.
big power package here.
There's a jet sweep, cuts back, can't get the corner. Tackled by 2 or 3.
Penalty flagged late on that play by the back judge.
McNaught was brought down by number 16, Jack Santarelli.
He's
number
pointing
18,
towards
Brian
North
Keeler.
Andover's direction. Probably some holding late.
Maybe a block in the back with the hands.
Personal foul. Jake Southrank got an extra block in there. Maybe that was after the whistle, perhaps. 15-yard penalty, personal foul. I would say that's one blemish on North
The
Andover's
personal foul was called
performance.
against the Scarlet Knights.
Last week, a couple bad snaps and some penalties kind of after the play.
Yes, yeah. Last week was unusual because it was scattered a lot of mistakes and yet a lot of great plays at the same time.
Here's their North Andover's passing formation. No tight end. Blitz from screen pass to Walensky. Nicely defended. Is that the middle linebacker, number 30, Brian Harrison? Winchester must have been in a man-to-man defense there, and Harrison's job was to pick up Walensky. 3rd down and long.
I saw Drew Fitzgerald, let's see, Tuesday or Wednesday, and I said, screen pass. I haven't seen that in 2 or 3 games since the first time you had it. He said, it's in the package. You may see it. So there it is.
North Andover offensive coaches are kind of talking to each other, suggest maybe coming up with the future plays. 3rd and long. Bethel, Jackson, McNaught out on this side. He's looking to his right. McNaught is open. He's got him.
Beautiful.
That's going to be short of the 1st down, maybe about 5 yards short.
Fitzgerald loves to throw on the run. He has no problem with that whatsoever. He'd almost rather do that. He seems actually more comfortable throwing on
That was
the
a
run.
second accurate throw.
Yeah.
And one early to South Frank. I'm going to call it the jumbo package. I think North Andover coaches call this the big boy formation, but Charlie Finn in there. We haven't seen Charlie Finn in the backfield.
6, 7 offensive.
I think Bosang is the
Up on the
fullback. Yes,
line.
Bosang is the fullback.
And Jake.
I think they're going to mark him short.
Yeah. It's close, though. It's within half a yard, I would say. Let's see
All
where
of Winchester very aggressive to the ball. All those linebackers and then number 7 in there on the tackle. They will take over on downs.
So with 4:10 in the half, North Andover yet to score. That was a series where they wanted to put some points on the board, and we did not. We, as you said, we're just short on 4th.
Winchester, I think, well scouted this North Andover team. That big package and following the fullback has really worked since the 2-point conversion in that Chelmsford game.
Yes. I spoke with the coach, and he said, I watched at least 3 of the games twice.
Ryan O'Connell, the sophomore running quarterback, is in for Winchester, or the dual threat, throwing and passing. He's taking it himself. And he's finding a nice spot. It's going to be 12-yard gain, first down.
So the momentum right now is with the red and black.
But South Frank caught him from behind.
North Andover, the black and red of the
Looking-
Scarlet Knights.
They're looking for the play from the sideline. 3 wide receivers out this way. They have a tight end on the far side of the field.
Ben Wilson, number 4, the captain.
There's O'Connell taking it himself. Short game.
Sophomore asserting himself.
I talked to Ronan O'Connell's dad before the game. I promised I'd give a shout out to Olivia at UT Knoxville watching this game, and Emma at UMass,
right.
a sophomore.
All right, yes.
Welcome to
Right on.
NA Camp Sports coverage.
Ryan Azara, the center for Winchester. 5'11", 238. Looks like an oil drum with a helmet on it.
Pretty much same formation as the last play. Handed off to the fullback. Nothing doing. No gain there.
Good defense.
Charlie Finn all fired up.
Charlie is everywhere. Playing a great game. Really contributing.
Bosang fell on the pile after that play as well. Big third down for the North Andover defense. 3rd and 6. Empty backfield. Oh, 16 under center, Centarelli. Oh, they're changing the play. That looked exciting. Lexington's calls timeout to talk about it, this big 3rd and 6. So boys soccer is in Winchester on Monday. Girls soccer, they lost the penalty kick shootout to Beverly yesterday. Girls volleyball lost at Newton South on Thursday. Boys soccer won last night right here at Diamond Regional Vocational Tech. 4-0. Nate Sullivan, the defender, scored the first goal on a header. Girls first field hockey team was in the playoff. They lost to Algonquin in Northborough. That was a trip. Fall chair, big MVC championships this Sunday in Billerica. And that's pretty much it for the fall sports update. If you know me, let me know. I have an announcement. I'll make it. So 3rd and Third and
As Haley
6.
Green's at his
Is this four down territory for North Andover? Two running backs in the backfield. Quarterback keeper.
Connell keeps
Connell.
up the middle.
Oh, nice play by that's Sal Frank or Alex Phillips pulling him back. That was Big Al. Alex Phillips, the sophomore, my choice fitness workout buddy. Shot putter, discus thrower. There he is pulling the running back back. Winchester going for it on fourth down. Fourth and about, I'm going to say 3. 5 defensive linemen out there for North Andover.
Phillips, a 250-pound sophomore.
Can't keep him out of the weight room, by the way.
Ronan O'Connell seems to have taken over here of the 3 quarterbacks.
On this drive, he certainly has. He's under center. Is Winchester going to get a delay of game and then going to punt?
Defensive response here by...
They're looking at another timeout.
There's a timeout on the field.
Well, they tried to trick North Andover twice. It didn't work. See if they'll punt or whether... Looks like they are going to punt. Called a timeout. I didn't want to give up the delay of game penalty. Just 1 minute left in the second half. Hoping to pin North Andover back so they can't score. North Andover will receive the second half kickoff.
There's a great smell of food wafting into the room here from the location next to us, behind us, I guess, of the snack bar.
Decca is running the snack bar.
It's not too late if you're streaming, sitting in a car, at home, at someone's house, to get in the car and come over here.
If you're watching this game at home and your child is at the game, there's hot chocolate if they're underdressed.
There you
That
go.
could be. Tell them to go get some hot chocolate. Here they're punting.
Here's our all-star punter, best in the country. Recruited by Duke,
I think he's a better
Boston
field goal.
College.
Yeah, that's going to bounce.
Ohio State, and Harvard. Well, those are his choices.
52 seconds left. Nice North Andover bounce. He's definitely known for his field goal kicking. I haven't heard any reports. Not saying he's a bad punter, but I've never heard, he's not the punter he is as a field goal kicker.
Yes, yeah.
Fourth possession of the second half for North Andover. They have it on the 29-yard line.
51 seconds, not much time here. Let's
North Andover has at least 2 timeouts left.
see what Coach Dubzinski wants to do. Is he going to roll the dice or just continue
Pass
to do?
formation.
1, 2, 5 wide. 5 wide. I called for that.
Is this a North Andover timeout or injury timeout? The referees, I'm not sure why they stopped play. Jake Jackson is kind of perplexed. Penalty on North Andover. Is that illegal procedure of some type?
Yeah, perhaps. Somebody
First
lined
and
up,
15.
lined up offside, or I guess that would have been offside.
5.
Bethel over here.
No tight end. 3-man rush.
Bethel, get away from him,
Running for
get
his
away.
life. Let it go. He let it go.
Oh,
To
Sal
Sal
Frank.
Frank.
Sal Frank gets back to the line and
The
a couple
original
of
line,
yards.
7-yard gain. 7-yard gain. It was first and 15. North Andover hurrying up.
Nice gain. There's 30 seconds now. 51
North Andover does have 2
previously.
timeouts. They're not that interested in calling it.
Jackson rotating over to the far side of the field in the slot.
Wonder if they'll go to Walensky on the screen outside here, no?
Jackson stepping outside and
Sal Frank again,
Sal
incomplete.
Frank.
Incomplete.
Yeah.
Nice effort. Looked like he
Yeah.
had it from the naked eye.
Yeah. It was a nice, easy throw on his part. Unfortunately,
Here's a
the
replay.
the trajectory.
His body covered up the ball. We couldn't see. 10 seconds on the clock. I think the official clock is kept on the field, so it may be a little more, a little less than the 10 seconds.
So at least one more play.
Charlie Finn's in there, so I think they're going to take a knee here. Or they're going to run the ball. Winchester does substitute on the defensive line a little bit. Maybe the quicker players are in.
Winchester playing prevent.
Walensky on the
Walensky,
run.
he is away, and
He's in North Andover going to call a timeout. Is there any time
almost
left?
broke loose. 1 second on the clock. Let's see what the officials say.
Officials have like one hand up, so I think the scoreboard clock is pretty accurate. That fool North Andover timeout.
Timeout. Get
Yep.
some water.
They have
Talk it
they have
over.
one timeout. This might be the last play of the second half.
So that was a great run. They were playing prevent defense, so they had 3 or 4 people deep. So that was a good time to make some yardage if you chose to use a 2-play strategy.
If they have a little hook and ladder play, this might be a nice time to introduce it to us all. Charlie Finn coming back in. So maybe the same formation as that last play. Quite a few coaches in that offensive huddle. I think number 71 is a freshman football player. '71 on my freshman football roster is Aiden Smith. Here we go. 1st and 10. Probably the last play of the first half. Fitzgerald up in the pocket.
Oh.
No one there.
Nobody
I
there.
think that throw kind of affected him. And at the half, Winchester
So there we go.
7, North Andover 0. What do you have for us, Ray, for this second half?
You know, I thought I would look for, there's some information here on Wally Dembowski, who's the Winchester coach. As I said, he grew up in Danvers. And he got his master's degree in education at BU. We're in Division II.
We are.
This is a Division II game. Division I football, the best team in the state on a winning streak of the most wins consecutively for St. John's Prep in about 30 years. They enter the playoff game tonight 7-0. Zavarian Brothers and Springfield Central are the logical candidates. However, Methuen, a town that in the last 3 or 4 years has had very outstanding football. They're ahead of Lincoln, Sudbury, and Boston College. And then at 8th is Andover. And Andover-Methuen is a good game. And 9th is Central Catholic in Division I. So we have 3 teams, all within, I would say, 5 miles of each other, who are 3 of the top 10 Division I football teams in the state. So high school football is alive and well in the Merrimack Valley.
And Chelmsford, they had a bad year. Chelmsford is usually good.
Yes.
They're in Division II.
In Division III, Bill Ricca, the team that we played last week, was the number 1 rated team in the state. They're 7-1 now. They were undefeated 7-0 previously. And they had a rating of 20.7, which is 2 points better than the second place team. My mother's hometown, Milford, Massachusetts, in Division III, 7-1, and they're in 3rd place. And those are the outstanding teams. Reading Memorial is rated 14th in Division III, but they are surprisingly not having a good year after having a half a dozen really outstanding years where they're in the top 10.
That Winchester beat them during the regular season. That was one of
Yes, they
Winchester's
did.
better wins.
Yeah. And Winchester beat Masconomet Regional as well, which is a team that we used to play on Thanksgiving until we went back to playing Andover. And Masconomet now, last year, they played Bishop Fenwick for Thanksgiving, and they'll be playing them again this year. But Masconomet had a lot of seniors graduate, so hasn't been an outstanding year for them. In Division 5, Danvers is 5-2, and they're in 4th place in Division 5.
The Falcons.
Yes. And, of course, the coach played for Danvers, went to school, Danvers High School. So that sort of summarizes. Oh, in Division 6, St. Mary's of Lynn, a tremendous miracle school.
The Spartans.
Yeah, yes. They're a small school in downtown Lynn, and they depend upon the grace of donors and support from everyone. And they had a superb season last year. The nephew of Pete Pedro, who was a Lynn football star 25 years ago, was their star player. And he graduated, of course. It was considerably better, but they're 6-2 this year. North Andover tonight is playing Winchester in Division 2. That's what we're doing right now. And the team in the bracket that we would play next, should we score a couple of touchdowns and get ahead in this game and stay ahead, we have the opportunity to have a rematch with King Philip, a regional school near Foxborough, just 3 miles more or less from the stadium.
Rentham, almost Rhode Island.
Yes, the Rentham Mall, I guess. Peabody is in our division as well, and there's a small chance that Peabody would win out, and if we were able to beat King Philip, which is possible, we would wind up playing Peabody.
Another possibility is a trip to the Cape, Hyannis, to go play against Barnstable.
At Barnstable. You know, the MIAA may make that a neutral site game. I'm not sure. But a trip to Barnstable would be good. The bus ride wouldn't be that much
the
happy.
finals at Gillette Stadium. I think it's in Barnstable.
Well, Gillette, as you know, is only about halfway to Barnstable. But
yeah, well, that'll be the final. The semifinals,
yes.
I think, are at home sites.
Okay. Catholic Memorial is also in Division 2. There's a lot of talent in Division 2. Teams that routinely beat Division 1 teams. They're playing Cambridge Rindge and Latin, which 30 years ago was a football powerhouse, not so much today. And then Wellesley is playing Belmont. They're probably playing for stock coupons. And Bishop Fian, which has come on as a great football program in recent years. They get some exposure because former Patriots, Logan Mankins, a guard, and Teddy Bruschi, a linebacker, their sons are either at or have graduated in the last year or so.
That's an Attleboro team?
From Fian, yes. Yeah, and Attleboro, I mean, Bishop Fian competes against Attleboro, which always has good sports teams, so it isn't as though Fian is taking all the talent. Anyway, that's a look at what's happening in playoff football, well organized by the MIAA. They're doing a great job of this, and it's a beautiful night out there.
So it's 13 minutes to halftime. Winchester 7, North Andover 0. We ready for the crew pizza, Ray?
That would be spectacular.
All right, so we'll be back for the second half. Since I'm only allowed one word, I'm going plural on you. Opportunities.
Communication.
Professional.
Dependable.
Empowering. Everywhere.
Inclusive.
Cool.
During the pandemic, they wouldn't allow parents or fans into the basketball games, and volunteering for NACAM was the only way I could get into the gym. And you're always looking for volunteers to either speak behind the camera or operate the cameras, and so I'm still here.
I can reach everyone through YouTube and what I think are the best videos for me, for everyone to understand that I also have the same interests, and those who have the same interests like me would want to hear what I would have to say about what I like about it and what's cool about it.
A center, identified as a senior center there, is communication in a sense. And I felt somewhere or another, if my contribution could help a little bit, that it would be a fulfilling experience for myself as well.
You know, one way that I've seen North Andover CAM really grow over the last 2 years has been their relationship with the Historical Society. You know, they've got this amazing new movie theater, and they've run a whole series of programs partnering with CAM over the last couple of months that have really been well attended. You've really embedded yourself in the community and made such an important community partner that I think that's something that's really special, and you don't always see that.
Through public service announcements, in the past we've done some about leaving dogs in cars, locking your doors, stuff like that, where they get the message out too. And, not many people may see it on TV per se, but they'll see it on social media, which is even better. So by having a professionally run, studio like this, where we can, put together a message or put together a show and be able to put it out there, especially the younger generation, they're on their phones all the time and they're going to see it, which it makes us happy because we know our message is getting out there. Thanks to North Andover CAM.
So 22 back for the Knights. Bad snap. Falls on it. This is a break for North Andover. Working with the offense.
Sophomore
Got
Michael
some
Phelps
headset on.
starting on the offensive line.
Fitzgerald gives it to
Walensky
Walensky.
again.
He can see a wide open hole. He is gone. No, he's not. He almost made it through those two defenders.
It'll be first and goal at about the 7-yard line.
Want to get this playoff.
Oh, nice tackle.
Beautiful. But I think he ran the ball
think he's in the
as
slot.
number 6.
Sweep. Is that McNaught? He has path.
Cuts back. Nice spin
Broke
move.
tackle.
Avoids the tackle by just spinning.
On the 49-yard line. McNaught in motion.
There's a wide
Walensky.
open. Walensky calls for the ball because there was nobody out there covering him, guarding him. Possibility out
And
there.
McNaught.
Very little coverage. Dropping back.
Gerald looking to the right. He has plenty of room. He throws it far and wide. Oh! Touchdown! 1 foot in.
Lofting the ball right to the end line. Damian Day is actually listed as a wide receiver. He's been running the ball a lot.
Oh,
There you go.
Jake Salfrank was not fooled.
Jake.
Was that Jake Salfrank? Yes, it was. A little Hail Mary, perhaps, on the right side. Nice pass rush. Was that a blitz?
They had 5 men rushing to consult the tape.
He's a sophomore. There he is again. Touchdown. He refused to go down. Damian Day. That left side. Long pass, wide open.
Oh my God!
That's Camden
Beautiful,
Bethel.
beautiful.
Is that I believe that's Camden Bethel.
The move is put put your outside foot down and
Walensky.
spin towards the sideline.
First down. He's not going down.
Once you start
Over
your
a
spin,
10-yard gain. 43 seconds left.
Walensky
First
just
down.
dancing, strutting, high-stepping, kicking.
Same play. No, McNaught
by
out left.
the defense.
McNaught, he might have a first down. He does. Oh, new guys. This should be a new play. Maybe down the middle. Oh, yeah, they're always blocking on the right side.
And
Touchdown.
there we go.
And that'll do it.
That
North
is it.
Andover 21, Beverly
40.
6.
Local access stations have always been creating content for your town. Whether you're watching from home or helping behind the scenes, their sole purpose is to provide local content to entertain, connect, and share information for your town exclusively. Funding for these stations comes from a small franchising fee from your cable provider such as Comcast or Verizon. Now that the world has moved towards streaming services, funding for these local stations has slowly decreased. However, Proposition H.74 and S.34, otherwise known as the Act to Modernize Funding for Community Media Programming, will grant local access stations a 5% fee on digital streaming providers based on a company's gross annual revenue in the state. This is incredibly important for local access stations. It may seem like a small number, but without it, we can't continue the work we've been doing, such as featuring local diverse voices, government meetings to air, and schooling events to show families. This work can't be done alone. We need the community's help. To learn more and see how you can help, go to massaccess.org and then head to Get Involved, then Active Legislation. Additionally, you can call your state legislators and ask them to support H.74 and S.34.
It's senior night. North Andover against Chelmsford.
It was number 5, Nathan Duggan, and number 9.
So that proves the game. Just need to nice punt. Nice punt.
Fair catch. And he let it bounce.
And that was not a good decision because
They get a little distracted by the no-win conditions here at Walsh Stadium.
he's in a
Ryan Hart.
formation that looks like he's going to pass.
He is. Oh, you got a man wide open.
Uh-oh.
That Engelhart. Mikey McNaught trying to chase him down. It is Engelhart.
Get him. No.
99-yard touchdown pass. Second and 5. Chelmsford sideline says jet. Mikey McNaught finds the sideline. He'll have a first down.
The intersection of the player and the ball is
Cole
that's the
out
easiest.
wide.
Easiest computation. Here's a ball
Touchdown.
downfield.
Is that Jake
And
Jackson?
Yes. 16, 14 over on that side, and of course it's Jake Jackson. So North Andover on the verge of tying this game with 8 minutes.
Wow.
We've got our statistician from Chelmsford with us.
Oh my goodness, offense. He's open. Number 1 is open.
Oh my God.
Malonky.
Not the world's greatest pass, but it didn't need to be. There was nobody within 20 yards. As I said, he declines the first obvious pass, pumps, gets the benefit of movement,
Beerworth, no
positioning.
good.
Beerworth's kick is no good.
The total plays, North Andover had 34 and Chelmsford had only 20. So we monopolized the time of possession, and yet we're behind in the game.
But North Andover needed that. 10
So,
minutes, 11 seconds on the clock.
Need a run up the middle here.
Fake
No,
the jet
going for the
sweep.
pass, going for the
Oh,
corner.
Walensky out of the backfield.
That's it.
Touchdown.
The screen pass, fake and down the field.
Bosang in motion. Over to Walensky. Oh, easy.
Amazing.
North Andover hasn't used that formation all game. The double tight end.
Quarterback under center and takes a knee.
That'll do it. North Andover 3-0 on the season.
30 seconds.
North Andover 14, challenge for 13. For the second half, we are back for the second half. 2 minutes before halftime. It's the ninth-ranked Winchester Red and Black 7. North Andover 0. I think we're one touchdown pass or one missed tackle from this. That's the difference in the game for Winchester. Okay, Winchester was 7-1 in the regular season. The MIAA rankings weren't as impressed with their opponents as North Andover's, but two evenly matched teams. And if the first half is any indication, the kicker wasn't a factor for Winchester. Just that one long touchdown pass.
They're selected as the 8th and 9th team. North Andover was chosen 8th. So they're very evenly matched. That bracket is, of course, should be the most competitive game. You know, number 1 plays number 16. The outcome is reasonably predictable.
So the winner of this game, as we mentioned before, earlier at half, will play the winner of King Philip and Diamond Regional. That's the you eat your hat game, Ray. Mm-hmm. If Diamond Regional wins the game, people will be eating their hats. Not me. My hat eating days are over. But Diamond Regional just in the playoffs because they have the 3 wins.
Yes.
They're ranked 21st out of the 22 teams in Division II. So most likely King Philip, the undefeated number 1 ranked team, will host the winner of this one.
Well, you never know. The bus might take a wrong turn and wind up in Rhode Island.
Either way, these team seasons are not over. They have Thanksgiving matchups. North Andover's going to Andover on Thanksgiving Day. Winchester is playing for the Middlesex League Liberty Division title against Woburn. Woburn's a highly ranked team. So win or lose for Winchester, they have important games on Thanksgiving to play for. North Andover to receive the ball to start the second half. We'll see if our cameraman can keep this football in frame.
How about in the field?
And landed just in the back of the end zone. North Andover takes over at the 20. North Andover had 4 possessions in that first half. Punt, turnover on downs, and halftime stopped their 4th drive. Winchester, interception, punt, TD pass, and another punt. So just that one TD pass made the difference. I'm Coach Baggs from the track team, North Andover's discus friend.
And that touchdown was scored when he broke away from an arm tackle.
There's Walensky. We've seen this play. Oh,
he never got outside of the guard. He turned that right up the field right away, squared himself up.
9-yard gain. He cut back even further to the right. It was empty there.
Yep.
There's a replay.
Yep.
A lot of over pursuit on Winchester's part. Again, I'm Coach Baggs. I'm with Ray Ahern. Not his first high school playoff rodeo for you, Ray.
Yes. My first year of high school football was with Bishop Fenwick. We didn't have a home field. And,
where was that school located? It was the same spot?
It's in Peabody.
No, but is it in the same spot it is now?
Oh, it is, yes. Yeah.
First down, Walensky?
We cleared off a mountain of dirt, sold it off, and built a football field. So they have a nice field now.
Yeah. They have a lot of land back there.
They do. They have enough. I said, you know, I was on the committee raising funds at one point, and I said, I'm hoping that we get right down to the water and build a boathouse and a dock. And I just want a rocking chair.
Mm-hmm. Walensky following Nick Ottaviani there for the first down. Ball's on the 39-yard line. Jet sweep from McNaught. Oh, nice play by that number 18. Just took on the block and made the tackle. That's a Bronner Keogh, probably one of the Keogh twins, I'm going to guess. Are they, I'm assuming they're twins.
The
Lost it 2 on the play.
the Max Prep has him at 6'8". I don't think he's 6'8", maybe 5'8".
Who lost 1 on the play, 2nd and 11.
It listed each of the brothers as 6'8". It's some sort of small error.
3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Tight end on the near side. Back to Walensky.
Walensky is the ball carrier.
That was the blockers were kind of slow to get out in front of that play. Or Walensky was too fast to hit the hole.
Yeah, he was right on top of them.
3rd and 8.
Michael Phelps playing on offense,
He's the right
56.
right tackle. I'm happy to report all the discus talenters in the North Andover side of the field. Shot put talent, number 72, the nose tackle for Winchester, had an impressive freshman year, 44 feet. Aiden Austin.
Pass.
Nothing
He
there.
sees
He
Sal
has
Frank.
space to run.
Oh!
No penalty there.
No, he basically number 7 was almost standing still. He actually was run into, but
Jake O'Neill took exception to that, but Cedric
yes,
Edwards.
well, it looks like a tough hit, but
Cedric Edwards on that hit.
well,
It's
come on.
4th and 2.
Fitz needed to find a way to.
Pick up a 6 on the play. It is 4th and 2.
Well, he's looking for the first down. 4th and 1. 4th
yeah,
and 1.
Yeah. So every inch.
Finn in the game for North Andover. Bosang looks like in the fullback. Is this
Yes.
Walensky going to take the snap? No. Fitzgerald's behind center. First down.
Walensky is the ball carrier.
Fitz striding, swimming, diving. First down.
Pick up on the 4th and
When
Wilson.
Bosang and Finn get in there, they have those extra blockers. North Andover usually picks up a
That's
few yards.
that's a great innovation.
Charlie Finn had some unbelievable blocks against Tewksbury last week. Usually every running play was where he was going. He was in the
Yeah.
backfield a little
Yes,
bit.
Yes, had a good game. Very notable. He's really come on as a player.
1st and 10 from about the 48-yard line of North Andover.
3 defensive.
Fake to McNaught. Fitzgerald taking it himself. Got about 3 yards.
Fitz taking it on himself now to move the team.
I think he needed the ball in his left hand so he could stiff arm that tackler. Kept the ball in his right hand, as you can see.
Coach Dubzinski's
Oh, there he switched it at the end.
speaking with the quarterback, probably asking him why he's running so many runs here. It's-
They added that to the offense. He had a couple carries last week.
Yes, yeah. But he could have thrown that. He's probably concerned that his quarterback's going to get hurt unnecessarily here. Probably has a memory of that that collision on the sideline with number 7, having second thoughts about things.
The referee stopped play. North Andover, Camden Bethel came to the sideline late. He was the 12th man for North Andover in the huddle. So this near official stopped the clock, and North Andover is going to be penalized for, I guess, 13 people in the huddle or something like that.
Fortunately, a minor infraction, 5 yards, is just a setback.
2nd and 10.
Fitzgerald looks like he's anxious to make some yardage, get on the board.
2nd and 10.
He's focused.
Double
Inside
handoff
handoff.
to Finn. We saw that in the first half. Charlie Finn refusing to go down. He went for about 5 yards.
Nicely done.
He's not trying to fake anyone out.
Keo.
He's carrying that ball.
Fullback, linebacker, 190 pounds, 5'11".
Ran into his own blocker there.
That's a play where you're so close to the line
3rd and 5.
that the hole is either there or it isn't. You don't have a lot of time for adjustment,
Earlier in
time
the
or space.
year, they were going to Walensky to McNaught on that play. This tonight, they're going from Walensky to Finn.
Trying to shake it up, introduce some variation.
Three wide receivers on the far side of the field. They give it to Walensky.
He's
Plenty of
out in
room.
the
He's
open.
gone.
He is gone.
Is he going to be caught? He is going to be caught.
Oh, he's down at about the 3. But that is spectacular. What a run. He just got some good blocking.
About 45 yards.
Yes,
Here's the replay.
Found himself. Can we get that replay again? Is it possible to get that
that number
replay
9?
Again? No chance.
Okay, 40-play pickup by Zach Walensky. It is first and goal.
Is that Bo Spignesi, number 8, that caught him at the end? Not sure.
Oh. We have some replays stacked up. I just saw a stacked replay. Something I learned at the get-together. Here we are. 40. Yeah, he's just pulling away from people. The blocking at the point of attack just left him wide open. There's nobody near him.
First and goal from the 3. Fake. Got McNaught. Touchdown North Andover.
Beautiful.
For a touchdown,
This one here. Nice camera angle. Nice camera work on the left screen. Beautiful camera work following both the quarterback, the ball, and the potential receiver.
Still not exactly
framed
sure.
Beautifully.
Thomas Bosang out of the backfield.
Nice.
That's his
Nice-
first
nice
touchdown
play.
catch of the year, I'm sure.
Nice play, nice camera work, nice production, nice replay.
Key extra
Bing,
point here.
bang, boom.
Key extra point here. It's good. All tied up.
North Andover making it happen. 5:40 left in the third.
80-yard drive to start the
The game
second half.
is even up. 5:40.
Skylar Knight's touchdown was caught by number 26, Sean Kilcoyne.
We had about 18 minutes to go in this contest, and it's a new contest.
The announcer said it was 26, Sean Kilcoyne. I thought it was Thomas Bosang with that touchdown pass.
Well, I must say, even looking at the replay, I couldn't tell you whose number it was. Maybe we'll probably see it in a post-game.
Bosang has that white
Stack.
T-shirt underneath, very visible white T-shirt under his jersey. He's on this kickoff team.
Oh.
So yeah, they're giving them the congratulations. It was Bosang. Some of the North Andover starters are on this field goal kickoff team. O'Neill, Comerford, Abreu,
10.
O'Neill.
Bosang's a middle linebacker, I believe. Yes.
He is, yeah. He's playing like a fullback as well.
Yeah. He's a real contributor. That's an important position. Both of those, linebacker, middle linebacker, and
Squib kick. Is that Doucette who fumbled it? That Wilson.
and driven backwards at the 20.
North Andover is
Down
fired
at
up.
the 19.
Sebastian Hunter with that tackle. It'll be inside the 25-yard line. It's going to be at the 21. First and 10, first drive for Winchester in this second half.
Joe McCabe, one of the people to touch the ball on that. I think he was the one who recovered the muff.
It is first and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Okay. Winchester coach sends in who at quarterback? Who will be the quarterback?
I see number 10 out there.
Lowenstein?
Harry Lowenstein is back at quarterback.
It is.
For Winchester.
Mike Larenza confirms that. 4-3 defense in on this first down play. Bosang looking to blitz.
Oh, nice hole. Nice fake.
Nice tackle.
Nice blocking. Nice line blocking by
Nice tackle by
Winchester.
Jake Jackson.
was-
Bosang was blitzing and they picked him up and
yes.
kicked him to the inside, and that's where the hole was.
Nicely designed play. It just accomplished a lot.
It's a key tackle by Jake Jackson. That could have been very dangerous for North Andover.
Yes. Yeah.
He's the cornerback.
You don't want that guy running 60 yards or 70 yards for that matter,
Two running backs in the backfield.
responding to you with something big.
Doucette. Jake Jackson there again, about a 6-yard gain, 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3.
Jake Jackson over there near position to make a tackle. 54 coming in.
These North Andover interior linebackers, Bosang and Finn, have been pretty aggressive. That play to the outside kind of neutralized that.
Jake O'Neill back in.
2nd and 2. Have 5 defensive linemen. Quarterback keeper, no. Tricky play. I couldn't find the ball, and neither could the North Andover defense. There's a couple fakes there. That was a nice fake. They went to the Doucette interior.
Getting
unusual handoff that was very deceptive.
Yes. Yeah, they're introducing some stuff, some real stuff now.
Number 28 in the game in the backfield, Gianni DePremio, sophomore.
North Andover got 5 defenders on the line.
Same play, only this time went to Doucette. That
Sal
Chase
Frank.
Frank chasing him out of bounds. Same play, they handed off to the different back.
Number 9, Jake Sofrank.
2nd and 8. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left, third quarter.
It was a gain of 2 on the play. It is 2nd and 8.
Dylan Keogh out here. 6'2", 176 pounds. Wide receiver. Jackson on Keogh. 3 in the backfield. Wow.
Doucette this way. Same play this way.
Yep.
3, 4-yard game. They're going to be 3rd and 5.
Spinorama, fake.
Number 9, Sofrank. And number 54, Jake O'Neill. Again, the 3 on the
So,
play is 3rd and 5.
I guess the object lesson in these spinning fakes is everyone hold your position.
Harry Lowenstein, the throwing quarterback, is still in there.
Don't leave your responsibility. Keep your responsibility.
Looks like 5 receivers, no tight end here. North Andover pretty much up on the line of scrimmage, almost like a man-to-man defense. DePremio back in the backfield.
Have a linebacker here
And
on
they
the
give it to
side.
him. They give it to him.
Yep.
3-yard gain.
Number 50 scrumming with number 56 of Winchester.
John Z. Perdomo, a little extracurricular activity.
He's playing as a defensive end, even though he's listed as a tackle.
4th and 2. Winchester going for it. They're going
That's a nice,
possibly with Centarelli at quarterback, number 16.
nice defensive wrinkle to have Perdomo standing up and outside the end.
And the quarterback for Winchester, number 16, Jack Centarelli.
We saw Centarelli go under center and do the quarterback sneak in the first half. He takes the ball again. He dives. He made it.
He has a hole and he dives through the hole midair.
We'll see the replay in a moment.
These replays are great. Nicely done.
Oh, is that Finn? Finn was going low for the tackle and he jumped over him.
Like jumping into the pool.
1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Winchester almost in field goal range. Is Doucette with the ball? Off tackle?
2 blockers.
He's got blockers, yes. Oh, nicely done.
Blockers stripped away.
Walensky coming up from the safety position to interrupt that play.
Yep. Bosang crashed the blockers and took one out.
There's 2 blockers. Walensky kind of diving there. Hunter finished that tackle. 2nd and
Okay, so
5.
So the score is tied. There's 1 minute in the third. It's 7-7, and the red and black have a continuing time-chewing
Just one wide receiver. This is a running formation. Centarelli keeps it himself. Got tripped up. North Andover seems to be wise to that play.
Yes. Centarelli had hopes that he would find a big open hole and be down the sideline, but You can see Santarelli here. Is,
Tripped over Toland.
in
Toland
fact,
fell down and he tripped
yeah.
over.
In fact, he got a good block from either his center or his guard, which cleared the way for him. He thought he was going to be gone. It looked like he was going to be gone.
Third down, 4 yards to go. Ronan O'Connell coming in for quarterback.
Ronan O'Connell is a quarterback for Winchester.
Straight ahead blocking. O'Connell keeps it.
And he is sacked by Sal Frank.
No, it looked like Charlie Finn, number 6.
Oh, it's Charlie Finn. You're right.
He blitzed. When North Andover
I'm looking at the
into,
little screen here.
when North Andover blitzes into those gaps,
There's a loss of
Yeah.
one. The play is now 4th and 5.
not a lot of push there on that offensive line. It looked like it was straight ahead
and
blocking.
it's fourth and 5 now. This is a key decision here for the
They call a timeout.
Danvers-born Winchester head coach.
All right, Ray, what do you got here? What are they, 4th and 5?
At the end of the third
Holy
Oh, it's
crap.
actually, I apologize. It's the end of the third quarter. It's not a timeout. 7-7.
Yes.
Winter sports registration news, Ray. Winter sports registration is open.
Let's hear it.
If you don't register by November 7th, you're late. But basketball, indoor track, ice hockey, winter cheer, wrestling, skiing are on the menu.
November 7th, next week,
Last time I checked, 80 boys registered for indoor track, 55 girls.
Tuesday, by Tuesday.
About 300.
Sign up.
About 350 athletes have registered. Usually there's a little over
Sign in.
500, so we got about over 150 left to go. Boys track team, 2-time defending Division II state champions.
Begins, it is 4th and 5. Winchester. from
Girls
the
track
33
team
yard line.
recovering from some injuries they had last year. A lot of soccer players came into the team injured.
6. Finn was having his sock or his calf looked at. Looked like something was being rubbed on there.
Here's a
On the
field
sock,
goal.
anyway.
It's going to be a 51-yard field
Oh
goal.
my God, here we go. Here's the kid who will be probably going to Harvard next year. The Coliseum, the stadium.
Really a 52-yard field goal. It's in between the 2-yard markers.
Good snap, it's down. The kick is up. The kick
This
is
looks wide.
wide.
Wide left.
Oh,
Had the distance, though.
it did. And the flag is just barely moving, so there wasn't a big breeze to carry that wide.
It did have the wind at its back, and it is going from right to left a little bit.
Yes.
So North Andover is going to take over. Not sure where they're going to take over. Maybe from the 32-yard line?
I think the wind has died down, but it's not coming diagonally across the field any longer. I think it's coming straight at us from the other side of the field due to that hillside over there. And the slot made by the highway here.
Yeah, it is a sunken field from the high school and the press box here.
Yes, yes.
The officials are talking to each other about something.
It's wide open on the windward end.
I guess North Andover gets the ball on the 20.
So 11:54 on the clock.
Just the second drive of
First
the
and
second
10.
half for North Andover.
It's amazing how
It is 4th and 10, Skylar Knight from the 20-yard line.
the continuity of each of the offenses. There's the handoff.
Zach Walensky.
Zach
Oh, he
breaks
has it.
loose. Zach just, he has the ability
First down.
to change his stride and his pace.
Well, that time he just stopped.
Yes, if you watch him here, he squares up and, okay. So he had a short stride followed by a long stride.
Decided what the defense was doing and picked his path, first down. You get the feeling the momentum's going North Andover's way at the moment. So Walensky again the other
There
way.
he is. Oh, he
Slipped.
slipped. Spikes out on our commercial grass.
He was thinking about taking it way to the outside.
Yeah. And then he decided he needed to The defender had the angle on him. You watch here. He
Yeah, okay.
says, "Oh God,
I think that was number 7,
I got to cut back."
Cedric Edwards.
He was trying to
Jr.
get inside of that outside tackler. The outside tackler had the angle on him.
He's not the speediest guy. Not that he's slow, but he's not the speediest back. Here's McNaught. No, fake to McNaught. Sal Frank over his head, intercepted.
Oh, this is bad news.
The safety, Joe Gita, with the interception. The momentum just switched. Here's
Oh, my
Sal
God.
Frank up in the air. They have the one safety.
Tackled by McNaught, I think. Or it might be Finn, I'm not sure. Short. Well, this is a revolting development.
It's on the 36-yard line of North Andover.
As well as we played against Tewksbury, everything was up. We seem to be a little sleepwalking here. I don't know how that happened.
Winchester almost in field goal range.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Another try. Can he miss 2?
Gonna go with the jet sweep. Number 5, George Nelson, the track star. Nothing doing. Fumble.
Ball is out. It's back 3 or 4 more yards outside of the black and red, the red and black 40.
34, McDonough on the tackle. Charlie Finn, if he's limping before, he's limping a little more now. He's like kind of in pain. He's trying to play through it.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know if that's wise or not. But
They probably sprayed some Novocaine or whatever.
I think it's his ankle, not his calf. He's
Yeah, I think you're right.
second and
Yeah, he's
15.
He's trying to. It might be a cramp in the lower part.
He was
in his
grabbing his
foot.
ankle. Maybe he can play through it.
We'll
Probably
see.
got a tape. Probably should get it taped.
He seems to be playing
Back
for
to
it.
pass.
And rolling out.
O'Connell. Drop pass.
Oh my God, the hand. Well, that explains Dylan Keogh.
That's just a 5-yard pass.
6'2", 175. Hits him right in the hands and he can't catch it.
3rd and 15.
Dylan Keogh.
Going with the 4-3 alignment for North Andover. Abreu in for Jake O'Neill. Shout out to Courtney O'Neill, shot put and discus star, older sister. Jake O'Neill, volleyball player in the spring. Played a little basketball, JV and freshman here. Back to pass, O'Connell, blitz by Abreu. It's going to be short of the first down. We'll see if Winchester goes for it.
Caught, made, and tackled by 75.
3rd down, 6 yards to go. There's Abreu with the blitz. He picked it up just in time. Let go. Finn on the tackle. I think that was Walensky as well from his safety
Finn,
spot.
yeah, yes. Good defensive work there.
The kicker is out this time.
Here we go again.
It's going to be about a
Try it
48 yards.
Winchester trying to make a point, trying to win this game on this young man's
Going to be 49 yards.
kicks.
North Andover bench trying to get the crowd involved. Getting kind of noisy here. Looks like he's just about ready.
Calls for it. Snap is down. Boot is up.
That looks better.
Yes, it does.
That's good.
And it's good. Winchester fans clamoring in our normal 50-yard line seats. What are they doing there?
10-7 Winchester.
Need some more North Andoverites to be sitting in those benches.
It's a ski mask theme. All the student section dressed as skiing weren't allowed to bring their poles into the stadium, so the effect, it doesn't have the full effect.
Yeah.
Some of them have the ski pants, but not most of them. Most of them don't have the ski pants. Just have the goggles and the winter hat.
Should have specially made 30-inch candy canes instead of poles. Peppermint.
So number 21 racing onto the field, Nick Rolandi. Doesn't really matter. He's going to kick it out of the end zone. Or onside kick. That could be possible. That would be a surprise.
Yeah, You know, that's a good tactic.
8:42 left, fourth quarter.
At this moment, North Andover expecting him to boom it again. And at Tewksbury, the ball bounced off the chest of one of these frontline players. I don't think he's out there now.
High kick. Touchback.
Welcome kick is a touchback. Starlight to take over first and 10.
Third possession of the second half for North Andover. They'll have it on the 20. The freshman soccer player with the most discus potential awards in his 8th year. Congratulations to Haley Perry and Max Thorpe. Caitlin Watson, Bella Raposo, Nate Diaz were runners-up. Trophy presentation soon. Here we go, first and 10. 3 wide receivers. Give it to Walensky.
Walensky is the ball carrier.
North Andover has done that for quite a few times. I think Winchester was wise to it. Number 54, Lucas Fuji.
Second and 14.
Second and 14. Momentum back at Winchester's way.
Tight formation.
Yeah, they got the double
Inside.
handoff. Double handoff.
Charlie Finn's the ball carrier.
Charlie Finn with the ball. That
Charlie.
ball was almost fumbled.
As the ball is out now, but the whistle had already blown. So we're back second and 9. Third and 9. Third and 9. Seems like a passing play. Kind of risky down here. Let one gets away from you, be another run in for a touchdown.
If this result stands, then North Andover would be in non-playoff action next week, and they might be hosting a game, which is why I mention it.
Yes, that's a good point.
We might be back here for another game on Friday if this result holds. Hope it doesn't for North Andover's. Assuming we're rooting for North Andover, we are.
There's is that Bethel?
Yes, it is. He's come down with it.
Oh!
No, incomplete.
Oh my God!
He dropped. I think nice play by number 4, Ben Wilson. I think he jostled it loose.
We talked about the back shoulder catch.
He jumped. Bethel jumped.
He just performed the back
Wilson
shoulder catch.
Wilson just shoved him to the ground, and the impact with the ground.
He didn't get enough rotation on his inside foot.
North Andover to punt on 4th and 9.
If he rotates his body back towards the quarterback, he's going to hold on to that ball.
Bethel is punting. I think he's still feeling the effects of that collision with the ground.
We talked about that just before the game.
He's okay. Oh, high snap.
My God.
High kick. I think it's going to bounce. It's going to bounce.
So
Neither a positive or negative bounce. Matt Utley, the basketball player.
6'3", 210, graduates next year.
Good field position for Winchester.
Well, Winchester has been controlling the game for a long time now. Before they got ahead, they were significant confidence and execution.
Ball's going on the 47-yard line of North Andover. Again, North Andover scored on their first drive, the 80-yard drive. And
Cam Bethel's a little distraught that he didn't bring that ball in.
who's the quarterback? Number 10, Ronan O'Connell. Olivia and Emma's younger brother. That's Doucette down the middle.
Doucette just
pushing the pile back.
Pile.
Bigger than the linebacker.
Move, 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 move.
Going to be 2nd and 2.5 yards to go. 6 minutes, 44 seconds left. I think North Andover has all their timeouts. I don't think Winchester has called a timeout as well in this second half. That's correct. You can see our graphics.
Winchester, I think I would have made them a significant underdog in this game, and at the moment, they're outperforming our guys.
North Andover played a more difficult schedule, which is why they're the higher rated team. Doucette again.
Doucette is in the open. He's pulling away. Last
Jake
minute.
Jackson with the tackle.
Jackson with a left-hand saving touchdown there with the tackle.
First down, Winchester.
Managed to get that second hand on the carrier. Get that second hand. There we go. Gets the left hand on him, and that's enough.
Jake Selfrink kind of limping a tiny bit.
Yes.
Number 9,
I
he's the
think
left tackle. He's trying to shake it off.
He's been having issues all night.
The 27-yard line.
Centorelli, the tight end, is at quarterback. I think you should expect power running game. Winchester trying to bleed the clock here.
Yep.
It's going to be a quarterback draw. He always goes
Centorelli piles in.
Big Al Phillips with the tackle. It'll be second and 9.
Tackle number 75, Alex Phillips. Number 55, Liam Tolan.
I think North Andover's wise to the fact that when Centorelli is in the game, they're going straight up the middle. Well, they could give it to senior captain Ben Wilson, number 4, on that wide receiver coming around on a sweep. That would surprise me.
Dombrowski has a nice assortment of conservative plays that have variation.
He's going off tackle, Centorelli. About a 5-yard gain or so.
Yep.
But when he's always carried the ball since he's been in there at quarterback.
Gets, I think, 3.5 or 4 yards on that. So it looks like it's 3rd and 4.5. Get a good spot there.
Winchester in no hurry to snap the ball.
4:24 and counting. 4:22. 4:20. Nobody's doing anything. 4:18. 4:16. This time, you're right. The clock is running on North Andover's future.
He's got the first down.
So,
the clock is temporarily stopped, I think, for them to move the markers, and then it'll start up again.
Centorelli. Dombrowski is using his quarterbacks alternately and effectively to do best what they do best.
Shout out to sophomore Zaid El Mazri, number 60. He had a pretty serious knee injury in JV action. So hopefully a speedy and full recovery for Zaid. He's a wrestler. He's also a thrower on the track team in the spring.
It is 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Tackle 57 on this side, playing the end. Play should be coming this way. There it is.
Centorelli again taking his time to find the hole, and he's found the edge.
He's gone. He's down inside the 5.
1st and 10.
They put that big player.
He hesitated there, and he found some blocks.
Yes. He set himself up.
Oh yeah, Walensky got blocked. Jackson got blocked. 1st and goal. This is probably 4-down territory. Winchester taking their time. They're in no hurry to score this touchdown.
No.
Maybe North Andover could consider calling some timeouts to save the clock. Touchdown, Winchester.
Winchester, 16-7, soon to be 17-7, down by 10 with 3 minutes to go. Seems almost impossible.
That's a 47-yard drive, all on the ground. Centorelli at quarterback.
As you said, chewed up the clock. Jake O'Neill going in on this play. And here's our all-star kicker, No problem here. Get the point.
It's good.
Kick is good.
17-7.
17-7.
North Andover have to hurry up offense. Maybe some passing. They have all three of their timeouts. If you're the parent of a freshman football player, they know that the most powerful freshman contest is Friday, March 1st after school, right between winter and spring sports seasons. It's a boys and girls contest, so girls certainly, but trying to get a lot of football players in there. Alex Phillips, who's getting his wrist taped right now, was the winner last year for the boys. Juliana Yankowski won for the girls. Luke Cetera is the most powerful freshman in North Andover history. He's a junior now. He's defending, he's on this North Andover kickoff team, number 44. First Friday in March. Looks like Winchester got penalized 15 yards for something, maybe a little unsportsmanlike conduct after that extra point.
Kicking off Winchester will be number 9, Kieran
We'll
Core.
really test Kieran Core's
That kick to return for the
leg
Scout,
here.
Number 22, Zach Walensky. Number 28.
So this kick
Ben Gracious.
should be returnable. Walensky is back there. Not sure who the other runner is back there. He's headed to the sideline. A little block in the back on North Andover, I think. It's unfortunate. I don't think that was necessary. That was 28. Ben Iglesias, back up halfback. Lost his footing. Walensky lost his footing in that spot. Tough break from North Andover. I don't think that block in the back gave him much yardage. Momentum going Winchester's way. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12th. It's the 4th drive for North Andover. 5 wide receivers out. No tight end. Man-to-man defense for Winchester. Oh, tough. George Nelson took his eye off the ball. That would have been a game-ending play. I could see his eyes looking ahead of him for all that space he was going to run into.
Yes.
Maybe
he was not locked up with Zach on what their route was going to be. It was not very precise. It was impromptu. That's the problem with when he breaks a play, everything becomes impromptu.
And there's one safety for Winchester. Joe Guida, the junior, and they're playing man-to-man. Maybe they're going to blitz. 3-man rush. Man-to-man coverage. Everyone's covered. Drew Fitzgerald running.
Get out of bounds.
He is out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. That's a first down. Nice play.
Fitzgerald is tackled out of bounds number 53, Jake Tempesta.
Nicely done. 23-24.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout Winchester. Yeah, the clock stops on the out-of-bounds play.
You need a touchdown, an onside kick, a recovery, and another touchdown. Or a touchdown, kickoff, interception, fumble recovery. We need a break.
They need to score quickly, and they need to score twice.
Yes.
One of the scores needs to be a touchdown.
Well, this is heartbreaking for me. I was planning on driving to Rentham if necessary.
You can still drive to Rentham.
I still can.
To watch Winchester play King Philip.
On the other hand, I might if I went to Rentham for that game, I might just go to the mall.
There you go.
Too much of a
This
a
game's not
heartbreak to
over.
do
This
otherwise.
game's not over.
This is deja vu of the very last game, the end of the last game last year.
Thanksgiving matchup hand up.
There
Bethel,
he is.
Bethel.
Oh.
He kind of slowed down his run. He didn't
Yes,
expect that
he
pass
was
to go as
He
far.
was expecting to have to jump for it, and it was just kept carrying.
There were also two defenders ready to crunch on him.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Well, these passes, they do stop the clock, so
That helps.
just need one of them to
So Bethel out over here again. Jackson on the other side in a stack, a 3-stack.
Well, they might hand this off to Walensky. No, they won't.
There's Bethel again.
That was a nice diving play, nice effort.
Fitz, his form has been shot here now. He's not using his proper throwing technique.
I think that was a tight
Forcing.
I think that was a tight window. The middle linebacker
Yes,
Brian
yeah.
Harrison was kind of in the
Yeah.
passing lane.
Forced the ball there.
Maybe he could have taken something off it to get it
Yeah.
into that window.
Yeah.
3rd and 10. 4 down territory, I assume, for North Andover. Looking to his left.
Pass is complete to number 16, Jake Jackson.
Jake Jackson breaks some tackles. Go out of bounds, Jake.
2 minutes.
The clock will stop for the 1st down.
Nice play. Jackson.
We'll see if
Nice play. Fitz.
We'll see if he was out of bounds. If they set the sticks and he wasn't out of bounds, they'll start the clock.
Yeah. Well,
No timeout.
our clock, scoreboard clock is not moving.
Yeah, the official didn't give the signal to. A little confused. Maybe it's the last 4 minutes. I don't know. There's a rule that maybe I'm not aware of.
Jackson needs to move.
Pichel's pass is incomplete. And coming from the 9, Jake
Went to
Salter.
Sal Frank there.
There's a flag on the field.
Penalty flag pointing North Andover's way. Holding North Andover.
There's a hold against the Scarlet Knights.
Winchester's playing man-to-man defense. These receivers need to break off their routes if they don't get the ball. Drew Fitzgerald not finding anyone open. I think run to an open space if the play doesn't develop.
It is now 1st and 20. From the 30
1st and 20. Winchester takes the 10-yard penalty. One player deep for Winchester. Steps up in the pocket.
Oh,
Pichel's pass is incomplete. Intended for Bethel.
That's Camden Bethel
really,
again.
really close to Bethel catching that.
Yeah, Drew Fitzgerald throwing the ball away from the defensive back. In that case, it was
It is 2nd and 20.
George Nelson, the track star. 2nd and 20.
1:54. Need a score. Coach Dozinski's given the play calling over to another coach.
Oh, nice rush, number 54.
Sack, the ball is loose.
Brogan Salvietti. Winchester ball.
Winchester ball with 1:43. That's all she wrote. And Fitz gets dragged to the ground, wrapped up, thrown down.
Trainers coming out.
7, Cedric Edwards.
Ignominious defeat and harm.
So Winchester, 143. They're taking the ball over at their 30-yard line.
Head coach is out there looking at his player. I think he Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him because he was forced to the ground.
They're looking upper body, not lower body.
Yeah, well, he probably banged his head, snapped his head against the ground. Be good to see that replay again. Could we see that?
Or
replay?
not, I don't know. We want to see her
Or
get
not.
injured.
we could see that, or we could just
Well,
not see
you have to
it.
watch the replay at home from YouTube.
Winchester 17, the Scarlet Knights only 7 on an evening where this is the follow-up game to them scoring 37 unanswered points against a very good Tewksbury team. Tonight, they have a competitive, somewhat less talented, less well-known Winchester team, and things have not progressed the way we would like. The first half, I was convinced that we were playing very conservatively, close to the vest, because maybe we were just that much better than the other team that we didn't want to embarrass them. But whatever happened, we lost momentum.
Well, I think Winchester did a pretty good job stopping the run. I don't think very few teams this year have stopped North Andover's running game. McNaught going outside, Walensky going inside.
Yeah. They have some good-sized defensive linemen on Winchester.
North Andover had a great start to the second half. They took the opening kickoff 80 yards, a TD pass to Thomas Bosang. And the momentum was going North Andover's way until it stopped.
That Senna Azara is 238. He's a big boy.
Again, if this result stands, Winchester moving on probably to play King Philip and Rentham. North Andover will have 2 games remaining, a non-playoff game next week, and Thanksgiving Day in Andover. And Winchester has the Middlesex League Liberty Division title to play for on Thanksgiving Day as well.
As you said, we may get a home game. We would undoubtedly be, well, there's more than a 50% chance that we would be higher
Actually,
ranked
it does
remaining
look like
team.
a leg injury. He is limping off the field. Not sure, maybe,
Yeah.
could be, I don't want to speculate on what it is.
He's not too happy on that left foot. In fact, you can see his left foot is not bearing as much as he'd like. Oh, yeah.
North Andover does have 3 timeouts left. I think Jake Jackson is the backup quarterback, but
Yeah.
so if something crazy happens here,
Clear
North
and
Andover get a turnover.
Space on the bench.
If I was Winchester, I'd put Centarelli back at quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks like that's what they're doing.
Yep.
They're going to run the ball.
I want him to run the ball.
Oh, he's going out.
Oh,
This is a weird formation.
yeah.
They have the kicker. Are they
143.
they're punting? They look like they're in punt formation. That can't be. This is a weird form. This is a little trick play. Oh, they're doing victory formation. Okay.
Oh, there you go. God,
North Andover doesn't look like they're going to stop the clock.
the archive of plays to get that one. You do want a guy deep.
I wonder if the coaches talked during that injury to say, hey, let's cut this game short. Drew Fitzgerald injury.
Keep the clock running.
Actually, that's George Nelson back. It's not the punter.
Yes,
This is a new victory formation. There's two running backs ready to pick up any fumble.
Yeah.
And the guy in the back is a little
It's-
shotgun. Instead of under the center, it's a shotgun.
It's set up for a lot of contingencies that might go wrong. Yeah, but North Andover is not aggressive, so it's almost unnecessary.
18.
The Knights have been beaten. The Knights have lost. The Knights are in the playoffs this year, and after one game, tonight's game, they're out of the playoffs.
There's a celebration, some good sportsmanship along the offensive and defensive lines, but Winchester's thrilled. They're in the playoffs for the first time in quite a few years, and they emerge victorious. Final score, Winchester 17, North Andover 7.
Winchester 17, the Scarlet Knights 7. Once again, Winchester 17.
This is a little like the baseball
Some of
World
the
Series.
North Andover seniors' last chance to be in the playoffs. I kind of was disappointed in losing this game. Winchester just the opposite. That's the way the playoff goes. One team moves on, one team doesn't. North Andover now 5-3. Winchester 8-1. Final thoughts, Ray?
I'm shocked. I approached this game tonight as fait accompli. We're going to show up. We're going to do a really good job. We're going to enjoy it because we're going to win easily. The coach will play conservatively, as I've seen him do over the years in the beginning, and not to risk anything, knowing that he can win when he wants to. And fate intervened again and again. Interceptions, mistakes.
You know, I might take the opposite tack. I think Winchester played really well. They played really well last week against Lexington, and
Well, they did.
they played well tonight.
They did. They're well coached, and he has some very good ideas, and they're, I think he's a very thorough coach.
I think Centarelli, when he ran well when he was in there. They had that one touchdown in the first half, maybe a missed tackle. But
And talking about Centarelli, he has players like that center who came out to block on this last score, to block on the end rather than in the middle of the line. So he moves people around, and you'd say, oh, well, then he's going to come in this direction. But he did come in this direction, and we weren't prepared for it.
okay, big win for Winchester in North Andover, 17-7. I'm Coach Baggs from the track team, North Andover's discus friend.
And I'm Ray Ahern, longtime resident of wonderful North Andover.
And from County Cork in Ireland.
And County Cork.
Thank you for joining us. Maybe we'll see you next Friday night. Good night, everyone.
Exactly. Look forward to a game next Friday night.